I stay in bed and do a little stretch. Ow, my back hurts so much. I thought I went to sleep pretty early yesterday, so I should be well rested. Guess I can sleep for a little bit. Sleep is important after all. You gotta be kidding me. Who could be calling to me at this time? Gee, someone really wants to piss me off, I think. I check my phone and see that it's only 6:32 a.m. and that was Suzumi calling. God, what is it?
Jeez, it took you long enough. Was your phone on silent mode or something?
I was sleeping. What is it anyway?
There's been another murder.
What? Is it the Phantom?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. That's why I'm calling you at 6 in the morning.
You should have told me that from the beginning.
Oh, just shut up and get ready. I'm already on my way, so I'll be there to pick you up soon.
Yeah, Suzumi hung up the phone, not even waiting for my reply. Yeah, sure. I will be ready in 5 minutes. Don't worry. Okay, Kazuki, I will be there wait, doesn't she say his name wrong? Okay, no. Kazuki. Okay, Kazuki, I will be there soon. Oh, screw it. Okay, bye. Gosh, I hate her. Why does she have to be so mean? Okay, so, where are my pants? A couple minutes later, I was already ready and headed downstairs to wait for Suzumi. Forgot to ask Suzumi who the victim is this time. Didn't think there'd be another victim so soon.
Hey, Kazuki. Over here.
Hey, I hurry over and get into the car. Well, this just thwarted our plans for today.
Yeah, it sure does.
Where are the others? Are they already at the crime scene?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Only you and I are going to the crime scene.
How come?
I didn't want to wake the others. Plus, there's no need for all of us to be there.
I guess you're right. So where are we going?
To the church.
What? Did you just say the church?
Yes,
As in a Christian church?
that's right.
Seriously? Who's the victim? Wait, let me guess. It's a priest, isn't it?
Not so hard to guess, right?
Yeah, we pretty much expected that. Our assumptions were correct.
Yeah.
She wrinkled and started the car. What's his name?
Yeshu.
Chills instantly ran up my spine. I stared at Suzumi in shock. This can't be.
What's wrong?
I know him.
What? How do you know him?
She turns to look at me. He was the priest for my parents' funeral.
What? Are you sure?
No, I'm just making it up.
But wasn't your father?
Yes, he practiced Shintoism. It was my mother's will, that's why.
I see.
A momentary lapse of awkward silence fills the car.
Do you think it has something to do with, you know?
I don't think so. It's just a coincidence. She gives me a look of disbelief. Yeah, I know I said I don't believe in coincidence. How'd you find out about the new victim anyway?
Michiko told me.
Oh, so the police are already there.
Yep.
And you're not going to tell anyone else about it?
Like I said earlier, we don't need everyone there.
Yeah, true. What about our visit to the Institute?
I don't know. I was thinking that maybe Kaoru and Aki could take care of it.
Yes, it would save us more time that way. What about Akido?
He's actually busy, checking something.
Something? I eye her suspiciously. And what is that?
Let's just focus on one thing at a time, shall we?
I stared at her for a bit longer before deciding to drop the subject. Guess I'll do as she says for now. Probably isn't related to the Phantom anyway. And she's got a point. We should focus on what we're doing right now. The police let us in without any fuss. They even allowed us to park in the parking lot right next to the presbytery. He was murdered in the presbytery?
Yes.
Do you know who found the body?
No.
I see. Well, let's go in. We get out of the car and enter the presbytery.
May I ask who's in charge here?
Hey there, sorry, we're a bit short-handed at the moment. We're waiting for our forensic team to secure all the evidence. Special Force Officer Michiko Sazama should be here soon. Michiko's coming here? The officer simply shrugs at me. General Koya's orders. Why would he tell Michiko to come here? So anyway, any sign of a break-in? No, everything seems to be in order. Locks for the front and back door are still intact. The windows are perfectly fine as well. Does that mean he knew Yishu too?
Yes, he probably let the perpetrator in, just like the other victims.
Damn.
Who found the body?
One of the choir boys.
What was he doing here so early?
I don't know. You can ask him that yourself. He's over there with one of the paramedics. The officer points at an ambulance vehicle parked near the end of the parking lot.
Okay, thanks for your help. Let's go, Kazuki.
Wait, Suzumi. I turn toward the police officer. Did you find anything out of the ordinary? I'm asking this because it isn't like General Koi to send Michiko to a crime scene. There must be a reason. Well, I don't even know how to describe it. I've never seen anything like it. He meets my gaze. It's bizarre, but there was I don't know, a letter or something? A letter from the Phantom. A real letter? What did he write? I don't know. I couldn't really understand it. It seemed like gibberish to me. You should go see for yourself. Okay, thanks. I turn my attention to Suzumi.
I think it's another riddle.
Yeah, it has to be. Kaoru said there'd be one at every other crime scene.
Oh, right. There was the pattern we discovered for his murders.
Yeah, first murder had the text about God. Second one had the map of Utna. Third was yet another text about God. Fourth was a newspaper clipping, etc.
Yes, and we believe the map points to some specific location.
And the newspaper gives us a specific date.
Oh, right, I almost forgot about the date. The Phantom is getting close to reaching his goal.
Yeah, we pretty much deducted that from a few days ago. I think that's supposed to be deduced.
Cut the sass, Kazuki. Do you know what day it is today?
I blankly stare back at her. Yeah, I don't usually keep track of that. It's Friday. What? That's only 1 week from the date that was in the newspaper clip.
Exactly.
I cross my arms in frustration. We're running out of time.
I know. And we still haven't figured out what his motive is.
True. We have no idea what it can mean. This is not good.
Let's go talk to the choir boy first.
Yeah. We approach the ambulance and sure enough we find the boy with one of the paramedics, just as the officer said.
Hi, could we have a moment with the boy, please?
Hello. He seems to be fine now, but
Don't worry, we won't take long. And we'll be gentle with the questions.
I study the boy. He looks to be around 15 years old or so. Still seems to be quite shocked by the incident. His hands are still shaking. Alright. The medic steps aside.
Hey,
She crouches down next to the boy.
I'm Suzumi, and this is my friend Kazuki. We would like to ask you some questions. Is that okay with you?
The boy makes eye contact with Suzumi, says nothing, and lowers his head again. I don't think he'll tell us anything. Kim Fu. He's barely audible.
Kim Fu?
Suzumi and I exchange confused looks with each other.
Is that your name?
The boy nods. Okay, that's a start.
So, what were you doing here so early, Kim Fu?
The boy clenches his hands into fists. I was helping Priest Shu. I think I know what he was doing here. You were helping Priest Shu with the Eucharist, weren't you? The boy nods. Suzumi gives me a puzzled glance in return. It's a Christian ceremony. She gently takes hold of Kim Fu's hands into her own.
I know it's hard to talk about, but can you tell us what happened?
The kid looks at Suzumi, his eyes wide with bewilderment. His eyes are getting watery. Must be trying not to cry. You don't have to tell us everything. We just want to know why you were here, and if you saw anything or anyone suspicious around here at that time. The boy looks at me, then he lowers his head before speaking. I came around 6 a.m. Priest Shu usually opens the church around this time. The Phantom was probably long gone by then. But the church was still closed when I arrived. I thought that maybe he just overslept or something. Must have happened a couple times. So I decided to check the presbytery.
Did you try to call out his name beforehand? I'm guessing you decided to enter after you heard no response from him.
The boy nods again.
And did you see anyone around whatsoever?
He denied.
All right, that's all the questions we have at this point. Thanks for telling us this, Kim Fu.
Suzume gently rubbed his hand before getting up. Then together we went back to the front of the presbytery. So what now?
We wait for Michiko to arrive.
This may be the last murder. Can't believe it.
Me too.
Just then we see two police cars coming towards the church. I guess Michiko's here.
Yeah, I hope that's her.
Maybe we should inform Aki and Kaoru about this.
Good idea. It looks like we'll be here for a while.
Yeah, we can let them take care of the Institute issue while we handle this.
Yes, I know. By the way,
Yeah,
what's the name of the institution?
I think it was something like Harmony. Maybe Harmony Center?
You have the worst memory ever. You know that?
Hey, I have an amazing memory. I just don't want to clog with some useless random things.
Yeah.
We watch the police cars come to a stop in the parking lot. Then a CST and Michiko step out of the car. Crime scene technician.
Oh, she's here. We'll call the others later.
She runs over to greet Michiko. Okay. I slowly follow her.
Hey, Michiko.
Hi, it's good to see you here. Sorry I'm late. Hi. Hello, Kazuki.
It's okay. We've already surveyed the place a bit. We're updated on the situation as well.
I see. Why are you here? You usually don't visit the crime scene. After reviewing the report, General Koya decided it would be better for me to check out the crime scene and make sure that everything is in order. He doesn't want another setback to occur. Setback? What do you mean? Michiko looks at Suzume. You didn't tell him yet?
No, not yet. I want him to focus on the task at hand. Besides, I left Akito to take care of it. He'll update us on it later.
Setback? What is Akito taking care of? What's going on here?
I'll tell you later.
Tell me now.
Later. End of discussion.
I understand. I'm really sorry that we keep pushing these problems onto you guys. It's just, you're the only ones we can count on.
It's okay. We'll take care of it. I promise.
Michiko smiles. Should we go see the crime scene? Now? Aren't you going to wait until the forensic team is done with their work? I have to watch them do their job. Alright, let's go. We went ahead and entered the place. To think I used to come here. This sure brings back some memories. The lobby is very cramped and dark. The walls are lined up with portraits of saints. This place hasn't changed a bit. The stench of blood grows stronger as we get closer to the actual crime scene. We take a right turn into the main room, and what unfolds in front of us not only sends us into shock, but utter terror as well.
Dear God.
She covers her mouth with her hand. That looks really bizarre. Yeah, there is no doubt that this is the Phantom's work. The priest is sitting in a chair with his hands nailed to the arms of the chair with knives, and in each of his hands is a wooden stave with a scroll. The cut on his left hand bears a text. The scroll on his right hand bears an image. But the most grotesque part about this is that his stomach has been cut open. His internal organs clear for everyone to see.
Oh God, that stench is awful. I can't take it.
Excuse me. She gets this crime scene technician's attention. Can you give us some masks, please? The CF. That's the second time. The CTS obliges. CST.
Oh, much better.
Agreed. I study Yia's corpse, and I notice there seems to be a crown on his head. Is that a crown?
Yeah, it seems like it. Any idea on what it could mean?
I don't know. He's a king?
Haha, very funny.
Don't move that. Goodness, can you guys watch where you're stepping? Thank you. It's interesting to see her boss people around. She's kind of cute like this. This is a whole new side to her that I've never seen before.
Do you mind if we take a closer look at the scrolls?
Of course not. Go right ahead. Susie and I inch closer to the priest's corpse. This is the first time he's left us both a text and a riddle. I study the scrolls more closely.
Yes.
It's a mystery, just like the map and newspaper clipping. Yeah, it's definitely another riddle. It's just as General Koya said.
Oh, General Koya figured out the pattern too?
Yes, but he wasn't sure about it yet. This confirms it. It looks like everyone has figured out the pattern by now. She crouches down to read the scroll in the priest's left hand.
I shall pour out my fury upon you with the fire of my wrath. I shall blow upon you and deliver you into the hand of brutish men, craftsmen of destruction. You shall be fuel for the fire. Your blood shall be in the midst of the land. You shall not be remembered, for I, the Lord, have spoken. Will your heart endure, or will your hands remain strong in the days that I will deal with you? I, the Lord, have spoken, and I shall perform.
That sounds scary. It's just words.
Yes, though there's some fury behind it.
Yeah, I guess he's pissed. Huh. Is this an act of revenge? Maybe, maybe not. Which one is it? I don't know what it could be. Besides, as of now, we've yet to find the connection between all the victims. In other words, you don't think this is an act of revenge? Yeah, but still, there is such a possibility.
He definitely has an enemy. That much is certain.
Yeah, he came after him with full rage, too. That reminds me, I've read your report on the Phantom. You say that the Phantom is trying to become a god? Do you think this is his final step into achieving that? I shrug and reply. It's only a theory. How can a human become a god anyway?
Well, the Phantom is a weirdo.
I turn to give Suzumi a really look.
What? You said it yourself. I'm just reiterating it.
It's true, though. What kind of a person wants to become a god anyway? What if it's only a metaphor?
Are you implying that he wants to kill a god instead?
Well, yes, but I mean more like someone who's related to a god like a Kanushi or Bishop. Kanu what? A Kanushi is the person responsible for the maintenance of a Shinto shrine. It literally means God's employee. Seriously, how can you not know that? It's basic knowledge. Hey, religion and I just don't go together, okay? Anyway, you may be right, Michiko. We don't know what it could be, really. To be honest, I'm more concerned about these riddles right now. I think they will lead us to something. General Koya thinks so too. The police haven't figured out where the map points to yet. No, not yet.
What do you guys think this text refers to?
I don't know. Sorry. Don't look at me. I don't have a clue. I examine the scroll in his right hand. This looks like a messed up clock. There's an X mark in one of the sections, or slices. This clock is separated into 8 parts, and each part has 3 numbers. What do you make of this image? I inch closer to it while trying my best not to look at Yashu's corpse. Suddenly, someone's phone rings.
Oh, it's my phone. Sorry.
She checks the caller ID.
It's Kaoru. Give me a minute.
She steps outside to answer the call. I told her to call them earlier. Michiko stands next to me and examines the image closely. Looks a bit like an analog clock. Yeah, it does. So do you think this time it refers to? Time? Yes, definitely. So now we have a place, date, and time. Any idea on how to solve this riddle? Not really. By the way, you remember to take pictures of this, right, CST team? One CST member nods to affirm it. Good. She turns her attention back to the image. The X mark is definitely a number. What could it be, though? I try to add up the numbers for 4 sides to see if the total is similar to the sum of the other 4. Nope. How about adding different numbers together? Yeah, still nothing. This is stupid. I try subtraction, division, multiplication, nothing. I glance at Michiko. Michiko? She's so focused on the image that she doesn't even hear me. I cross my arms and study the building's interior. There's nothing out of the ordinary besides this. The CST team members are going around taking pictures left and right. I don't see the point in it. The Phantom did not touch anything in here. Nothing was moved. I turn to look at Ya's corpse. Yeah, it's an unpleasant sight. Still, I wonder what the Phantom is trying to say here. The way the body is placed has to mean something. Does it have a meaning? The crown is small. It's not anything fancy. It's just an ordinary silver crown. The wooden shafts are definitely handmade. That's all. 2 wooden staves, a silver crown, and 2 scrolls with the text and an odd image of a clock. so I can't see all those numbers correctly. Yeah, some of these are just too blurry for me to make out. So I'm not going to take a stab at trying to figure this out. Just then, Suzume re-enters the room.
Well,
Well, what?
did you figure anything out or find anything?
Nah, there's nothing else besides this.
Any thoughts on the image then?
None for now. She looks at me suspiciously. I don't know why she's looking at me like that, but I feel a response is needed, so I simply shrug back. We think it refers to time.
Good one. It makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah, the real problem is solving this riddle.
Come on, don't be so pessimistic. We have some of the brightest minds in Yggdrasil. We'll solve this in no time.
She winks at me. Right, so what'd you tell Kaoru?
I told them to check out the Harmony Community Center.
So that's what it was called. Harmony Community Center. Yeah, I remember now.
Yes. Good for you. They'll try to gather as much information as they can for us.
Okay, what about Akido?
He's still investigating on that thing.
Okay, so what should we do now? I took another peek at the scrolls.
I don't know. We definitely need to figure out what this text and riddle mean. Or one of them, at least. But seeing how your knowledge on religion is quite limited, it's going to take us a while to figure it out.
Yeah. I nod in agreement while staring away at the image. Okay, so now I can actually see the numbers. I nod in agreement while staring away at the image.
Are you even listening to me?
Wait. I step up the scroll. Ichiko looks at me in surprise. Guess I just broke her concentration. Sorry. It's okay, my head will explode if I stay this any longer anyway. Take a look over here, the section next to the X mark. There are 3 numbers, a 3, a 4, and a 6. What about them? Yeah, and the sum of those numbers make 13. And the next one is 15. Yeah, do you think it means anything? I get it now, it's so simple.
What do you mean? What is it?
She gets closer to the scrolls. The sums of the numbers increase by 2 in every direction.
And? What about it?
Don't ask me. So this must be a 6.
6? Why 6?
You already did the math. Yes, it's simple. The total sum is 27. We have the numbers up to 12 with the whole thing divided in 8 sections, right?
So the X is a 6.
Yes. Does it mean 6 p.m. or a.m.?
I would say 6 a.m., knowing that the Phantom always commits his murder at night. However, this time it might be different.
Because we don't know what to expect.
Yes.
It is also the same number as his victims. You're right. I wonder. Something about it still feels off. Does it mean 6 p.m. or a.m.?
It's a bit strange, but I guess this is what the Phantom is trying to tell us.
I agree, it's a bit strange, but he's definitely telling us the time. 6 and 6 victims, and God created the world in 6 days. So what's our next plan?
Well, we'll have to figure out what this text is referring to, obviously. Hopefully it leads us to something.
Alright, so do we head back to HQ?
I guess we can. After all, there's nothing else for us to do here.
I'll have the crime scene photos uploaded as soon as I can.
Thank you, Michiko. Please let us know if you find anything else.
Of course. By the way, were there any other witnesses we should know about? I don't think so. Only the choir boy was here. Are there any surveillance cameras around here? There's one, but it only captures footage from the front of the chapel, so it's not really helpful in our case. Great.
It's a church, Kazuki. I don't think anyone would expect someone to break in.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of which, there were no signs of a break-in whatsoever. From my knowledge, no, there was no break-in. But then again, I did arrive on the scene later than you guys. I've only heard what you and the others have told me. True, we spoke with the officer at the entrance, and he said everything was normal. Seems that way. Why are you asking? I'm pretty sure you are aware of this, but we surmise the Phantom may have known his victims. Yes, we are aware of this fact. Seeing how there have been no break-ins in any of the crime scenes, it seems highly possible that he knows them. Yeah.
Well, we should get going. Thank you again for all your help, Michiko.
Don't mention it. She smiles sweetly back at us. See you around. Take care, guys.
Bye.
We wave goodbye and exit the presbytery. I let out a yawn and stretched my arms out as we head to the car.
Goodness, that was a big yawn, Kazuki.
What? I feel like I just woke up or something.
Right.
She looks at me in confusion.
Let's hurry back to HQ.
Just then I see a girl sitting next to the choir boy. She doesn't have a uniform on. Is she his sister? Who is that?
Actually, maybe we could get something to eat first. What do you think, Kazuki?
I looked at the entrance. It's heavily guarded by police officers who are doing their best to keep curious onlookers and the media outside.
Earth to Kazuki! Are you listening?
Then I turned my attention back to the girl. She was walking away now.
What are you staring at?
She looks to where I'm looking.
Do you know her?
I don't reply. I hurry after the girl.
Kazuki! Where are you going?
Is she? Excuse me. The girl doesn't stop. Instead, she quickens her steps. Stop! The girl walks right past the guards, who seem a bit taken aback by her presence. Those cops. I start running. Is that the girl? I run past the stunned officers and look around frantically. There she is. She's near the end of the street. She's about to take a turn at the corner. I quickly run after her. Why is she running away from me? I'm about to turn at the corner, when suddenly I see a fist fly at me. The hell? I barely managed to block the attack in time. Still, another hit soon follows and hits me directly in the chest. Another punch comes my way after that, but this time I manage to grab hold of the attacker's hand and stop it. Who are you? It's you. I stare back at her in shock. This gave her an opening and she swiftly kicks me in the legs, making me lose my balance. I fall down within seconds. My back hits the ground hard. I try to get back up, but to no avail. She has me pinned to the ground with her foot. I knew it. It is you. I smirk at her. It's you. You're the girl from the cemetery. That's right, and you're the weird dude from the cemetery. Hey, I'm not weird. We smirk at each other. I'm surprised you were able to block my punch. Still, you lack focus. She takes her foot off me. Jeez, everyone tells me that I lack focus. Tell me something I don't know. I was just surprised by your attack, that's all. I get up off the ground and brush off the dirt. Right, why are you following me? Why do you keep running away? I didn't want to talk to you, that's why. I just want to know what you're doing here. You know why. Because it's related to the Phantom. The Phantom killed your uncle, right? That's why you want to catch him. She doesn't reply. You can't just wander around a crime scene, you know. It's prohibited. Plus, it's dangerous. You could get hurt. Really? You're telling me this? I just kicked your ass earlier. Good point. That's not the point. Do you think your uncle would want you to get hurt? He was not only my uncle, he was like a father to me. He taught me everything. I look at her straight in the eyes. It's clear that she's not going to back down. She's determined to catch the Phantom, and nothing I say will dissuade her from it. Well, since I can't stop you, maybe we can work together instead. I don't need your help. I already have someone helping me. Who's helping you? I look at her shocked, wondering who it might be.
Hey, Kazuki! Where are you?
Crap. I look around and see if Suzumiya's nearby. Jeez. I'm over here. I turn my attention back to the girl and see that she's already gone. Damn.
Kazuki, what's wrong with you? Why the hell did you run off like that?
I just blinked my eyes and looked at her in surprise. What the heck should I tell her?
I'm not in the mood to chase you around.
Then why are you here?
Hey, I'm talking to you. Say something.
Sorry about that.
Jeez. And who was that girl?
Who?
Like talking to a wall. The girl you ran after, who is she?
No one. I start heading back to the presbytery's parking lot.
You've got to be kidding me. No one?
She grabs me by the ear, yanks it, and yells.
I don't think so.
Ow, okay, jeez. Are you trying to make me deaf? She crosses her arms and waits for me to explain. I really don't know who she is. All I know is that Li Shang was her uncle. Her eyes widen. Professor Li Shang was her uncle? Yes.
But how could that be? He doesn't have any relatives here.
Exactly. I don't think she's from here.
You think she's from abroad?
Yeah.
So, how did you meet her?
Remember how I went to visit my parents' graves a few days ago?
Yes, I remember. And that was more than a few days ago, Kazuki.
Right. So, I met her there.
You met her at a cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Why the hell didn't you tell us anything?
Ah, relax, relax. I tried to calm her down, but she only gave me an angry look. I didn't think it was important. Besides, I'm pretty sure she doesn't like us at all.
What? You could have at least told me about this.
I didn't reply.
Oh, I get it. You don't trust me, is that it?
It's not about trust. Trust has nothing to do with it.
Oh, so you're saying you don't trust me?
I'm not saying that.
Well, that's not saying that you trust me either.
Can we talk about this at another time? She glares at me. I guess not. Look, I really thought it was not important. And I thought about checking out her background stuff, but then I completely forgot about with the Phantom case going on and all. My mind can only store up to so much information, you know. Besides, I don't think we'll get any information from her. She despises the police and us, so she won't cooperate with us no matter how hard we try.
Fine. Still, you should have told me.
Yes, you're right, I should have. I'm sorry. Happy?
I'm far from happy. Just tell me the rest. What happened next?
And so I have no choice but to tell Suzume the rest in full detail.
That sucks.
Yeah, I told you.
You should have told us.
I know.
But I wonder, what does she know?
Yeah, I was just about to ask her, but then you came, and then she just disappeared.
Oh, so it's my fault, is it?
No, that's not what I meant.
What was she doing here?
I don't know.
Jeez. Is there anything you were able to find out from her?
She said that she's working with someone.
Oh, what? Who?
I give her a blank look in response.
Right. Well, we'll need to find out who she's working with.
We need to find her first. That should be our top priority.
Yes.
It seems it's going to be one crazy week, and this girl, This girl intrigues me.
Alright, let's head back to HQ.
Yeah, it's almost noon. Let's go eat.
Oh, so you were listening to me after all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that.
Why not?
Because it's a trap. If I tell you that I was listening to you, you'd proceed to drill me on why I ignored you then. And if I say I wasn't listening, you'll lecture me for not listening to you. I will get a verbal from you either way, so why bother?
Everyone knows that you're a bad listener, Kazuki. So why pretend that you're not? So, should we eat at a restaurant or order some food to go?
Well, are Aki and Kaoru back at HQ yet?
I don't think so. Kaoru hasn't called me yet.
Then I guess we don't have to rush.
Then let's just take our time and eat at a restaurant.
Yeah, sounds good. So we went to the restaurant to eat in peace while waiting for Kaoru's call. After we were almost done, Suzume received a call from Kaoru that they are on their way back to Yggdrasil with the files. So we finish our food and head back to meet them.
Looks like we're here first.
Yeah, and what about Akido? Where is he?
I don't know. I haven't received any news from him yet.
So when will you tell me what this is about?
When everyone is here.
Fair enough. We head to the office and take our seats. Well, I'm going to take a nap while I wait.
What?
We are waiting for Kaoru and Aki to arrive, aren't we?
We are, but we still have other work to take care of.
Like what?
Like finding out what the text and image mean. Besides, we got a clue. Maybe we'll be able to decipher the meaning behind the map with that.
What's the rush? We already know that the map refers to a specific location. All we need are coordinates. Of course, we haven't figured out what those are yet.
Still, we shouldn't just sit around and do nothing. Maybe he left us another clue somewhere. We should look into it.
I think we'll just be wasting our time. Even if we do find the coordinates, it's not going to lead us directly to him. You think he's just going to hand us the coordinates after all this?
You do have a point there.
Of course I do.
Still, we should check it out. The girls can help us out with it too.
Fine, whatever you say.
Let me call Akito and see how things are coming along on his end.
Okay, while you do that, I'll check to see if Michiko sent us the crime scene photos or not.
Okay.
I settle into the seat in front of the main computer and start searching. Here it is. After downloading the photos, I printed them. Wonder what else is there. I open up the written documents and start skimming through it. No sign of a break-in. Silver crown, 2 scrolls. We know all that already. I shall pour out my fury upon you. What does that mean? You shall not be remembered. I guess it means I will deal with you. He definitely had a grudge against the priest. Glad I'm not him. I shudder at the thought.
Hey, are the photos there?
Yeah, I just downloaded all the files and looked over them. There's nothing new. What about Akito?
He's checking on some new trails.
Just then the door opens and Aki and Kaoru walk in.
We're finally home. This is the office, Aki. Oh, hey guys.
Hi there.
Hey,
Hello. Got any good news for us?
not really. I hope you guys have some good news for us.
Typical. It took us a while, but I think we may have found something.
So, we were right. They were all part of the support group?
We don't know yet. We still have to look into that.
What we do know, however, is that Hyunho Agune was in charge of various support group sessions there, including the one that Takeshi Harada and Kazuki attended.
They all turn to look at me. Really? I thought I recognized her from somewhere. Just couldn't remember where exactly.
Unbelievable.
Suzumi gives me a wry look. What? I did remember Takashi, though.
Guys, although she does look different from before, here's her old picture. Take a look.
Aki opens up a briefcase containing the documents and hands us the photo.
Oh, you're right. She does look different.
Well, people do change.
Yeah, but so much in just over a year.
Now I remember.
Men, of course you do.
I know. Jeez. By the way, the lady we spoke to at the institution remembered seeing Ernest Montgomery there. So he did attend the support group.
That's great! And now we have 3 out of 5 victims confirmed.
6, including the priest.
Right. What about the others? How about Deshimar?
She didn't recognize anyone else, but she did say there were several meetings held there, so it's possible that Deshi attended one of them.
Alright. Nevertheless, this is good news for us.
So I guess we have to do the rest of the research ourselves, huh?
Yep.
She piles the briefcases onto the table and settles into her seat. You guys have that little information for us? Here, I thought there'd be more.
Ha ha. Very funny.
It's going to take us a while to go through all of this. So, what happened at the crime scene? Tell us everything.
After a while, Suzumi, with my help, explained everything that happened at the crime scene. We tell them about the scrolls and how the riddle clue hints at a certain time.
Interesting.
And a little creepy.
Yes, it's a bit creepy. Anyway, would you two like to look at the scrolls as well? Maybe you'll recognize something or be able to find something we missed.
Were there any symbols at the crime scene?
No, just those wooden staves and a silver crown we found at the scene. I hand the girls the crime scene photo printouts. So what should we work on first, Suzumi?
Good question. These files will take us a while, so maybe we should work on figuring out some clues at the crime scene first.
Okay, I still stand by what I said earlier. I don't think there are any more hints.
Good grief! Why must you be so pessimistic about everything?
I simply shrug. I'm just saying.
Well, I think...
Did she figure something out?
I think I've seen this somewhere.
You mean the text?
Yeah, along with the...
Her words trail off.
What's wrong, Aki?
I'm positive I've seen this somewhere, but I can't remember from where.
I'm confused. Is she talking about the text or the image?
It's okay, Aki. There's no need to stress yourself out. You'll remember it eventually. We'll figure it out.
Oh, crap.
What is it now, Kazuki?
I just remember about Hiro Shitaro.
Oh, he was one of the officers we suspected of being the Phantom, right?
That's right. I think we should check to see where he was at the time of Yi Yashu's murder.
True. We should look into that. If he turns out not to be the Phantom, then we can go ahead and close this part of the investigation.
It seemed like a good idea at first, but now it seems...
Unrealistic? Silly, even?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I suddenly get the feeling that it must be someone from the Harmony Community Center.
It would make more sense that way.
If the perpetrator did know all the victims personally, if they all attend a support group, then everything would fall into place.
Speaking of getting to know someone, there's someone who failed to let us know a little secret.
She looks directly at me. Crap.
Huh?
Why don't you tell them about the lovely girl you met at the cemetery, Kazuki? I just knew you were going to bring that up. She gives me a devilishly sweet grin. When I went to visit my parents' graves a while back, I met this young girl.
Okay. And?
She's Li Shang's niece.
What? Why didn't you tell us then?
That's exactly what I said to him, too.
Well, I didn't think it was relevant. And she has this disdain towards the police and us. So getting her to cooperate would be difficult.
Do you think she knows something?
I don't know. I actually met her at the crime scene today.
What? What was she doing there?
I don't know. Suzumi showed up and scared her off before I could even ask her.
Hey!
Yes, it wasn't your fault, Suzumi, but before she disappeared, she did say something very interesting to me.
And what is that?
She said that she's working with someone.
What? Who could she be working with?
We don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I crossed my arms and noticed that Aki's looking my way. What?
I'm just thinking about what you guys said earlier. It caught my attention.
Suzumi and I exchanged confused looks with each other.
What did we say?
This crown.
She suddenly rises from her chair and runs over to the main computer. Okay, I don't get it. Going back to your comment earlier, what caught your attention?
Cemetery.
Okay. Care to clarify it a bit more?
Listen to this. The Torah crown. The crown is usually made of silver and sometimes gold. Its base usually consists of 2 wooden staves, on which a scroll consisting the Torah is rolled. The crown is the symbol of the devout life.
Devout life? What? Then is that?
I believe this is our symbol.
About life. Piety.
Exactly.
How did you figure that out?
I remember seeing this on a tombstone once.
That's why you mentioned the word cemetery. Guess it helped jolt your memory. Good job, Aki.
Thank you.
So this crown and those weird wooden staves represent?
A Torah crown. Yes. The text is most likely from the Torah.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
But isn't the Torah from Judaism?
Yep, it sure is.
But you said that you've seen the text from somewhere. Have you read the Torah?
Actually, the Torah is comprised from the first 5 books of the Bible.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So the fandom proves to us once more that all the religions are connected in one way or another.
It looks that way. A good point, by the way.
So what do we do now?
Aki, continue with the research on the text. The rest of us will go over what we have in the Phantom so far, and see if we'll be able to find something that we previously overlooked.
And so we begin the tedious rigmarole of sorting through the information and reviewing what we have on the infamous Phantom.
Any news regarding the map?
Aki, continue with the research on the text.
No, still nothing. What about the Susanoo and other god concepts? Are we still looking into it? Well, we were about to, but because of all those recent events, we didn't really have time to look into it.
What about Deshi's wife? Do we have a visual composite of the suspect yet?
I think Michiko gave the information on that to Akido. Did anyone look into it then?
We were all busy on other tasks, remember? I doubt anyone did.
True. Where is it?
Check Akito's desk.
Okay. I did check the files from the police about the possible suspect, but beside this facial sketch, they didn't have anything. Again, no suspect, no nothing. And so we continue to throw tidbits of information back at each other while writing down what we consider to be important.
Okay, so according to the newspaper clipping date, we only have 10 more remaining days before the Phantom commits his big finale on us.
Looks like the police don't have any idea who the suspect might be. They're still searching.
Well, we expected as much.
Anything else?
Not much. Just a bunch of reports on who they deem to be suspicious.
I guess the police have been quite busy with that.
The text is from Ezekiel, chapter 21. It's titled Babylon, God's Sword of Judgment.
Judgment? As in the end of the world?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, that once again proves he's close to his goal. He wants to end it.
Right. What about the Holy Spirit gifts?
I got them listed here. Ernest Montgomery, 35-year-old teacher, wisdom. Professor Li Zhang, 35-year-old scientist, understanding.
How old is he?
Ernest Montgomery, 35-year-old Professor Li Zhang, 35-year-old scientist, understanding. Hyun Ho Agune, 33-year-old psychologist, counsel. Matsuo Genichi, 52-year-old firefighter, courage. Deshimar, 32-year-old software engineer, knowledge. Yi Yashu, 48-year-old priest, piety. And the last gift is reverence, or speaking fear of the Lord.
Okay, any idea on who that might be?
Maybe some unbeliever?
Are you talking about yourself?
Very funny. For your information, I do believe it's some higher entity, okay?
Yeah? Well, most people do, Kazuki.
Perhaps the Phantom merely believes that something will happen?
This is a tough one. It could be anyone.
Maybe it's someone who converted to another religion.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any easier on us. In fact, it doesn't help at all. An hour passes and yet we are still unable to conclude on who the Phantom might be. I don't think this is helping. We still don't know who he is.
I agree. And we still don't know what he's planning to do.
So I guess we should look into the Harmony Community Center instead. See if we can find a connection between the victims.
Yes, I think it's best we do that.
Okay, suppose the victims did attend support groups at the Institute. Then what? What can we possibly get from that? How will that tell us who the next victim might be? The girls exchange looks with each other.
Kazuki's got a point.
Well, maybe not, but we might be able to find the perpetrator.
You mean the Phantom? How?
Well, if all the victims attended the support groups, then the Phantom must have known them from there too. Or maybe he had access to all their private information while being employed there or something.
That's true.
I can see that happening. Still, that would give us a lot of suspects. Who knows how many people actually work there or attend to the support groups?
Do you have a better idea?
I know we don't have much of a choice to do this. It's just, there's so much we don't know about the suspect. How do we narrow it down?
Well, we do know for sure that he is a lonely male, around 19 to 29 years old, and is presumably 170 centimeters tall, more or less.
Yeah. Again, after spending so many hours, we end up with nothing. I feel that I need to take a break, and maybe we should continue the work tomorrow. I don't know about you guys, but my head will explode if I look over any more files for today.
Yes, I know what you mean.
By the way, Suzumi, you still haven't told me what Akito's been working on.
Oh, right. You said that the police asked for our help on something, right?
Yeah, it's about one of the murders.
Do we know him?
Yes, it's Yuzar.
That stunned all three of us. The guy who ordered the murder of Peter Zarnecki?
That's the one.
But I thought General Koya took care of him. Iman was caught as well, wasn't he?
Yes, but
Don't tell me he got away.
okay, I won't, since you said it already.
Damn.
So they want us to help them find him.
Precisely.
And Big Bro is looking into it right now?
Yes.
He's doing that all by himself, huh?
From what I've heard, General Koya wasn't happy about the news.
Obviously.
The media's already given the police a hard enough time with their inability to catch the Phantom. If news of this gets out, a disaster will occur. The media will devour them.
Definitely.
So that's why Akito's been busy the whole day.
Yes, on our last phone call, he told me that he found a lead.
So, how much time do we have to find him?
Approximately 48 hours.
What a nightmare this is. Technically speaking, we only have one day to find him.
Great. Christmas Eve is just around the corner, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I don't know if we should be happy that it's almost Christmas or not, especially with this dilemma looming over our heads.
Okay, is that my headset or is that hers? The voice actress's.
I know what you mean. I'm glad that it's almost Christmas, but it sucks to have to deal with this around this time.
I don't really celebrate Christmas anyway.
We do. We usually hold a Christmas party back home.
I never had parties or anything like that. Although, I don't think this is the best time to be thinking about Christmas parties and such.
I agree. There's just too many things going on right now.
Oh, come on. We've been working nonstop for 21 days straight. It won't hurt us to take a day off to celebrate.
We're getting off topic here. Anyway, yes, the police need our help. We need to complete that task within the given time.
Yay!
And I agree with your point as well, Kazuki. There are too many files to go through, and I doubt we'll find any leads that quickly. We should just focus on the Harmony Community Center for now. Perhaps we'll get something out of that.
Okay.
And who knows, maybe taking a break will refresh our minds a bit.
True. I guess it's settled then. They look at me in puzzlement. I'll do it.
Do what?
Catch Uzair. You said it's important that we catch him. Time is running out and the police need to keep this matter under wraps, so I'll take on the case. I'll leave the files to you guys. Suzume stares at me hard. She's probably trying to figure out if I have an ulterior motive.
I'll help, Kazuki. Count me in.
Oh, sure. You guys are just gonna leave me with all the paperwork.
You're not alone. Aki can help you with those. Besides, you agreed to let us have a day off, right? We should take care of things as effectively and quickly as possible, wouldn't you agree?
I know. Starting to regret having said that.
Besides, we need you here on backup in case anything happens.
Kazuki's right. Plus, we can only access the database from here, so someone should be here to operate it if we should need anything.
Exactly. Aki and Kaoru know how to operate it better than any of us. So Aki, we're entrusting this duty to you. We're counting on you.
Right.
Impressive, Kazuki. Alright then. We'll do as you say. Get in touch with Akito tomorrow, and he'll update you on everything. Aki and I will remain here and work on the files, as well as be your backup, as you've instructed.
Got it.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll tinker with the face recognition program and see if it will help locate Uzair for us.
You can do that?
Of course. However, it will take a really long time. And I'm sure Uzair will avoid being out in public since he just escaped from prison.
True. Well, it doesn't hurt to try, right?
Yep. Alright, just leave it to me.
So I guess we're done for the day.
Looks like it, unless you've got something else you'd like to share with us.
No, not that I know of.
Typical. That's Kazuki for you.
Well, I'm going home now. Take care. I'll leave the rest to you guys.
Oh, you're leaving? Oh no, don't leave us. How will we ever manage without you?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Bye. I turn and wave goodbye at them.
Take care and have a nice evening.
Let's meet here tomorrow, Kazuki. I'll tell Akito to meet us here too. He can update us on the situation first before we decide on our move.
Alright, see you. Sheesh, Suzume sure has been teasing me a lot lately. What's up with her? Should I head home now? Let's go for the walk. I think I'll go take a walk. I don't feel like going back home yet. How could the police let him slip away like that? Maybe he had some help. If that's the case, then he's definitely no ordinary criminal. There isn't any particular place that I want to go, so I just wander around and let myself get lost in my thoughts. I think about the victims and the Phantom. Who will be his next victim? And what is his goal? Are we just dealing with a highly intelligent madman here? Or is there more to him? A certain depth that we just can't comprehend? Well, ignorance is bliss, I guess. Still, that doesn't help us. Ignorance is a weakness in this case. There's so much we don't know about him. Nevertheless, we are getting more information, so maybe we just need to do more research. The other thing that baffles me right now is Li Shang. Why was his hard drive wiped clean? What were you working on, Li? Is it something relevant to the case? Will it help us? None of it makes any sense. Maybe the Phantom was just trying to get close to him. I don't know. I guess we'll never know what he was thinking. Not until we catch him, that is. Kazuki? Michiko, what are you? I glance around and realize I'm in Utena Park. Didn't realize I walked all the way to the park. You're so silly. She smiles sweetly at me. Busy day, huh? Yeah. Well, you know how crazy these cases are. It's been like a roller coaster lately. Yes, they can be quite crazy, can't they? Anyway, what are you doing here? I thought you were working with Akido. General Koya told me to go home and get some rest. I haven't slept for 46 hours. Yikes, that's a long time. He's right, though. You should get some rest. Still, you look great for someone who's been awake for 46 hours. I look at her impressed. Michiko seems a bit surprised by my comment. Her cheeks turn red instantly. Sorry, I guess that was inappropriate for me to say. No, it's fine, really. Do you want to sit down and chat? Only if you want to, of course. Sure. Do you live nearby? Actually, I live near Suzumi. Really? I didn't know that. Well, I live a little further away, but yes, we live around the same area. I see. So how's work? I know it's a stupid question. She smiles. Right now, we're working on a case concerning a criminal named Uzair. It's terrible, he just vanished into thin air. I did hear something about that. Yes, anyway, how's the Phantom case coming along? We've come up with a few new theories, though none of them have really pulled through. So it's not looking good so far. Well, I guess it's not terrible. I see. General Koya believes that he's acting according to his own beliefs. That might be the case. Wonder why he's using so many religious symbols. Seems obsessed with it. It's so strange. Yeah, it is. She leans back and closes her eyes. She must be really tired. It's a good thing the weather is nice today. Help her calm down in distress. I stare at the sky. The sun was starting to slowly go down, but it's still warm and sunny today, which is rare for this time of the year. By the way, Kaoru and I will be helping you with the Uzair case too. We're meeting up with Akido tomorrow. He'll update us on the situation. I continue to admire the sky as I say this. Yeah, I know we don't have much time left. General Koya is probably... Suddenly I feel something collide into my shoulder. Sorry, I turn to look at Michiko and see that she's fallen asleep. Her head is resting against my shoulder. Was I that boring? She must be exhausted. I don't know what I should do. I don't want to wake her. She looks adorable, but still, it's not good for her to be sleeping outside like this. Hey, Michiko? She lives close to Suzumi, right? So that's not far from here. Maybe I should take her home. It's better than letting her sleep here. I get up as slowly and carefully as I can, then I get her onto my back. Alright, hold on tight. I start heading towards Suzumi's house, all the while praying that Michiko doesn't fall off. I hope she doesn't wake up, get shocked and end up falling off either. Alright, Suzumi's place is around here, so... I turn my head to take a peek at Michiko. She's still sound asleep. Amazed she could sleep so well like this. She's so carefree. I smile and turn my attention to the sky. It's getting dark. Michiko? Are you awake? What? She groggily answers and rubs her eyes. It's time to wake up, Snow White. Kazuki, huh? She glances around frantically. Hey, calm down, we'll fall. She quickly wraps her arms around my neck. How? What? You fell asleep at the park. I didn't want to wake you, so I decided to carry you home. I didn't mean to fall asleep. I'm so sorry. It's alright. Anyway, you live near Suzumi, right? So, which way now? We're almost there. It's the second street to the right. Alright. Kazuki? Thank you very much. Don't mention it. We arrive at Michiko's house a few minutes later. This is your house? Yes, thank you. I crouched so that Michiko could stand. I'm really sorry for the trouble. She's blushing again. Don't worry about it. It was nothing. But still, I give her a warm smile. It's fine. Now go in and get some sleep. Okay, I will. She smiles warmly back. Take care. You too. Have a nice evening. Thanks. Bye. I'm just about to leave when she suddenly calls me. Kazuki? Yeah? Did you call me Snow White back there? Yeah, just came to my mind that time. I grin at her. I thought I was dreaming. Well, interestingly enough, I didn't have to kiss you to wake you up. She looks at me wide-eyed and blushes even more. That's true. Well, sleep well tonight. I wink. Thanks again for taking me home, Kazuki. Take care, bye. On my way home, I find myself thinking about Uzair. Is what Michiko said true? Did he really just vanish into thin air? There's no way a person can just disappear, right?